Now got on down near to the actual lake at Loweswater. I'm going to walk along this bank here. That was the hill that Kathy and I climbed in 2009. It's all very what's the word? Nostalgic. Okay, I've now come to the other side of the lake, end of the lake, walked along that verge, and I'm now looking at Loweswater. Beautiful spot here, and if I could afford it, I'd like to retire here in 22, 23 years time. Okay, this is the area still between the lake and the village of Loweswater, and I've walked from the far end of that lake. It only took me about 25 minutes, and there's beautiful hills all round. That's called Water End Farm. It's a really beautiful place. There are no jets now in the sky. Over there, the main hills which we're heading towards, going to walk along Crummockwater in a few minutes, when we get across this bit of flat land. Okay, I'm just up at Loweswater Village Hall here. That's Loweswater Village Hall, and this is a view going towards Crummockwater and the hills behind Buttermere, and I think Haystacks is in the background and a few other big famous hills. It's a beautiful view, and that's where I've come from, those hills back there. The Kirkstall Inn, I'm just coming past there. I don't think I'm going to stop. Some lovely views over towards Crummockwater, which is a much bigger lake than Buttermere, than Loweswater. Right, I've walked a bit further, and now I'm just at the beginning of, well, in fact I'm a bit further into Crummockwater, but this is where the path joins Crummockwater, and I've just walked past a beautiful house which apparently does self-catering, so I may look at that sometime. But that's the same hills, but from a slightly different angle. And here's Crummockwater. And then in the background are the bigger mountains, such as Haystacks, I believe, and various other ones. And it's at the end of that lake is Buttermere, which is where I'm going for to stop the walk, probably in about an hour and a half, I think. It's taken me, I've been walking very slowly, it's taken me an hour and 20 minutes to get to this point, having had lots of breaks. So I reckon it's probably about an hour and a half left, but it'd be interesting to find out. Should be there by about 6 o'clock. And it's nearly Midsummer's Day, 20th of June, so there's plenty of light, and it's a very beautiful sight. one of the best things about this lake is, unlike Glenridding, Ullswater, Thirlmere, Windermere, Grassmere and those lakes, there isn't that much traffic running alongside it, apart from on the other side of the road of the lake there's that little road where you can see that tractor if you look carefully, and this means that it's a much more peaceful place than some of the other lakes, and that's what makes it so special. Crummock Water is its name. As you can see, I've just stopped here for a minute, about halfway along the lake I think, probably not quite halfway, but it's a beautiful spot, very quiet. We all need these times just to be still and admire the beauty of places like the Lake District in our busy and rushed lives. I'm just going to let it run for a bit so you can just enjoy the views. Right, I'm not sure if this will read on the map, I just can't quite see. Fortunately, there's too much light for me to be able to tell whether you can see this or not, but it's a place called you see there on that map, Lowlyn Crag is on the left there on that map. Lowlyn Crag, and on the right is Howes Point, which is the bit sticking out on the right hand side on the east, and I'm on the west hand side. Well, actually it's not west, actually I think it is actually. Yeah, I am on the west hand side of the lake. I am reading this north to south, but anyway, look, that's where I am now. That promontory, very thin promontory sticking out into the lake, and surrounded by water, almost 360 degrees. It's a very unusual promontory, and there's the other promontory over there. And there you can see the lake going backwards from where I've come. And the remainder of the lake, probably about a quarter remaining. I'm beginning to feel a little tired. This sheep's very close to me, which is a bit unusual. Probably only about 12 foot away. Hello! Seems to have horns. We have a lot of foxgloves at the moment in Cumbria, in the Lake District. These are absolutely everywhere at the moment in the Lake District, these things here. I think they're foxgloves, so they're a very beautiful colour. I've seen them everywhere at this time of the year, although the weather's not been that good. Meh! Sorry, excuse my impersonation of a sheep, it's not very good. Right, I better go. Right, well you can see I've come from that little island back there. It's taken me about half an hour to get from there to here because it's been extremely marshy, and I've had to go through boggy land, which is because of the rain the last couple of days. Where the trees are, not these trees just immediately here, but further back, those trees, that's where there's a river going down, and so I had to cross this river on stepping stones. I could have filmed it, but it was quite hard going. I wasn't in the mood to stop and film it, so I just went through it all. And as you can see, we're now getting quite near the end of the lake, and I've got some sheep and more sheep and cows. But yeah, it's now 20 to 6, so I'm not going to get there by 6. I reckon I'll probably get to Buttermere for 6:30, this current speed. Okay, I'm just about to come to the end of the lake part. And from now on it's just walking across the meadows to Buttermere, so I may not film again till I arrive in Buttermere. We'll just have to see how it goes. Well, I'm getting quite tired. As I heard, it's not just because of the walk today, it's because I did a walk this morning as well, which was uphill to somewhere above Grasmere, which was quite strenuous. Well, I'm now on the home straight to Buttermere. That's Buttermere ahead of you. There's a tiny little church. I don't know if you can see it on the hill. Probably not, but it's there. I'm still for a minute. Try and zoom in a bit. Not sure if the focus is good enough, but there's a little church halfway up the hill, well, a quarter of the way up the hill, in the middle of the screen, and there's a pub, I think, in front. I'm certainly going to go and have a drink there and something to eat, and that's a look back on Buttermere. And this walk has been a bit like life. It's been nice and slow, which I like going nice and slowly. It's been painful at times, and life can be painful at times. It's been hard work at times. We've encountered obstacles such as mud and water, but there's also been some moments of real beauty, and there's been beautiful views. I'll film when I arrive at Buttermere.